Hi, and welcome to our third video in the PCDH19 Alliance series of instructional videos on basic genetics. My name is Dr. Kristy Donnelly, and in this video we will be learning about X-chromosome inactivation and mosaicism. As I mentioned in our second video on inheritance, PCDH19 is unique such that females are more likely to be affected than males when they inherit an abnormal PCDH19 gene. Why is this? Remember that each X chromosome has a PCDH19 gene. This means that females have 2 copies of the PCDH19 gene, as they have 2 X chromosomes, and males have 1 copy, as they only have 1 X chromosome. If a female inherits 1 abnormal copy of the PCDH19 gene from their mother or father, this means they will have 1 working copy and 1 abnormal copy of the PCDH19 gene. When there are 2 different copies of the one gene, this is referred to as heterozygous. The working PCDH19 gene is different to the abnormal PCDH19 gene, and hetero means different. If a male inherits an abnormal PCDH19 gene from their mother, all copies of their PCDH19 gene will be the same, and they are referred to as hemizygous. Hemi means half. Where this becomes important is in understanding why females are affected by PCDH19 more than males when they inherit an abnormal PCDH19 gene. While females have 2 X chromosomes in each of their cells, only one of them is fully active. This is due to a natural process called X-chromosome inactivation, which prevents more than 1 X chromosome from being fully active in the same cell. What this means is a female can end up with some cells that have the working PCDH19 gene and some cells with the abnormal PCDH19 gene, depending on which X chromosome is inactivated. This process is random, but typically results in an even expression of X chromosomes inherited from the mother and the father, so 50-50. Males who inherit an X chromosome with an abnormal PCDH19 gene are, for the most part, unaffected. That is, they do not have seizures or behavioural concerns. Recall that all their cells will therefore contain the abnormal PCDH19 gene. However, changes to genes can occur spontaneously. That is, they are not inherited. These changes are called mutations or variants, and we will learn more about this in our next video. If a spontaneous change in the PCDH19 gene occurs after conception and during early development of a boy, this results in a mix of working and abnormal PCDH19 genes, like girls, after X chromosome inactivation. This is known as somatic mosaicism, since the genetic change occurred in a somatic cell, the cells that make up our body, as opposed to a germline cell, an egg or a sperm, and tissues are mosaic, meaning some cells will have the abnormal PCDH19 gene and others will have the working PCDH19 gene. Scientists are working hard to determine the cause of PCDH19 related disorders. We do know that males hemizygous for a PCDH19 abnormal gene are typically unaffected, as they only have 1 population of cells, albeit with the abnormal gene, whereas males with somatic mosaicism are affected similarly to heterozygous females. If a spontaneous change in the PCDH19 gene occurs after conception and during early development of a girl, they will also be affected in the same way as if they were to inherit an abnormal copy of the PCDH19 gene from either parent. Check out our next video on genetic variants to learn about the types of changes that can occur in the PCDH19 gene and to continue the video series on basic genetics. See you then!